Hi everyone. Today we're doing a balancing practice. So we have done all the 5 elements, and today we're going to bring it together. And I'm going to bring a few things together and see how it works. So let's get started straight away. Okay, the difference is the mantra that I am working with, and you can choose to work with the same, is I am whole and complete exactly as I am. I am whole and complete exactly as I am. So when I do the guided meditation, there's not going to be like a story journey. Instead, I'm going to say a few sentences in each element, and then it's going to be more silence to allow you to explore on your own more. Okay. So balancing all the elements, that is really why we're here to get. So yoga to me means balance. And there are many ways of seeing this and doing this. I am definitely a visual learner. That's why I have all these toys. One way is to think about the colors and the elements. So we're talking about earth, water, fire, air, and space. So those are the 5 elements. And then we have a little purple up here, and maybe purple is being balanced, yoga. And the colors, they, the koshas and the chakras, they go together. Everything goes together one way or the other. That's one way of seeing it. Another is hatha yoga. Hatha yoga. Ha is opening up the front body, stimulating the sympathetic nervous system. Ta is opening up the back body, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. And in between is yoga or balance. So that's another way. And one of my teachers, or one of the assistant teachers, she teaches this by having, yellow is front body, blue is back body. So I can open up, I stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, I stimulate parasympathetic nervous system, and in between those two is yoga or balance. Ha, ta, balance. That's another way of seeing it. So we're going to explore this now, if you'd like, by moving in movement. So we have the intellectual ideas, what's going on, and then we explore it in our own bodies, because it's a mind, body, spirit connection. Okay, so finding your seat. And we try to start out in balance. So I'm grounding my feet into the floor, to the earth, hands on my knees, connecting my sitting bones or I'm noticing the connection with my sit bones to the chair. Pit of the belly goes in and up to support a natural or neutral curve of the spine. Spine being tailbone, sacrum, and all the vertebrae. So there's a natural or neutral curve to that. And when I find that, things are good. Neck is long. You can imagine, if you want to, you can imagine that there's a magnet on top and you're suspended from the universe. In between the sitting bones, there's like a root, or you could imagine a root going into earth, holding you onto earth, and at the same time being suspended from the universe. The tailbone is free. The tailbone is free. Someone is trying to join. Free the tail, free the tail. And here, we could just play with hatha a little bit. So on ha, I open up the front body. It's a slight back bend, ha. And then ta. Rounding the back, open up the back body. And then back to balance. That would be yoga or balance. So on ha, I open up the front body. On ta, I open up the back body. Then back to balance. So that's a cat-cow movement. So let's just try that for a few times. So ha, ta. Back to ha, ta. And when we move in between ha and ta, we are passing through balance, right? So I have to go between ha and ta skillfully, hopefully, to find balance. And then eventually staying there, being yoga. Another way to explore this is to bring your awareness to the right side of your body. Inhale, open up that side. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it together. Ha, ta. Ha, ta. And then coming back to neutral. Check in with the feet on the floor, sit bones on the ground, pit of the belly goes in and up, suspended from the universe. And then bring your awareness to the left side of the body. Inhale, open that side up. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, exhale. Ha, ta. And then back to neutral. And then if you want to, you can try with both. I'm going to move back a little bit. Inhale, exhale. Ha, ta. Open up front body. Open up back body. Sympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system. And then back to balance. And maybe just stay in a neutral, balanced pose for a while. Maybe checking in with your breathing. And then if you wanted to, you could bring the feet into Tadasana feet. So a big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And then lifting that right knee off the floor. So this part we do every class or every time we get together to practice. So this is earth, this is water, this is still water. Maybe you want to place the fingers in between the toes, maybe leaning forward. So we all have all the 5 elements in us. And how do we balance them? How much of me is earth? How much of me is water? Do I need more or less fire? If I'm very angry, maybe there's too much fire going on, or maybe I actually need that fire to defend myself. So it's tricky. Slide the knees together, inhale, arms up, exhale and twist. So twisting is often, it's in the element of fire. Release, give yourself a hug, find the lungs behind you. Air element, give yourself a hug, maybe finding eagle arms. And then moving even higher up, release that bird into space. Uncross the legs, find earth, look at your thumbs and draw a big circle. I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. Maybe place the hands in your back pocket, widening the shoulders, neck is long. Release, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, and then go to the other side. water element, finding seated pigeon, still in water. And then sliding the knees together, inhale, arms up, exhale, twist, fire. Do I need more or less fire? How can I balance my elements? And we all, we're all different. Release that left arm goes under, give yourself a hug. Feel the lungs, breathe into your hands, moving up into air, heart chakra, heart and lungs. Finding eagle arms, moving higher and higher up, and eventually releasing that bird into space. Uncross the legs, look at your thumbs. Inhale, I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. Maybe finding the back pockets, widening the shoulder, letting that manubrium open up. And release. We're going to try a seated sun salutation, just thinking about the hatha and balance. So if you want, you can watch one time and then do it. So we haven't done it seated before, but you are familiar with this movement. So I would start in balance, and then inhale for ha, open up the front body. Exhale for ta, and then I would inhale into finding a neutral curve of my spine. That would be balance. Exhale to ta. Inhale all the way back up to ha, open up the front body. Exhale back to balance. So if you like, you could play with this hatha balance and try it again. So inhale for ha, exhale ta. Inhale for balance. Exhale for ta. Inhale for ha. Exhale for balance. One more time. Inhale for ha. Exhale ta. Inhale for balance. Exhale ta. Inhale for ha. Exhale for balance. And then just stay there a moment. I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. And release. And let's come up to standing. So check with earth, connect to earth, transfer the weight, and come up to standing. I'm going to move the chair this way today. Let's try just the beginning of the sun salutation, thinking the hatha balance, just with that perspective on this, on the movement. So I start in balance. Inhale for ha. Exhale ta. Inhale for balance. Exhale ta. Inhale for ha. Exhale balance. I could do this without the chair too. Starting in balance. Inhale, open up the front. Exhale, open up the back. Inhale for balance or a neutral curve of the spine. Exhale, open up the back body. Inhale, open up the front body. Exhale, finding balance. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for neutral curve of the spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale for balance. I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. Okay, let's try a step back. Stepping back and finding warrior one. So starting in balance, bending the knees, transfer the weight to the left side of the body. That allows the right side to become light. And then take that big step back, finding the earth behind you, first with the toes and then with the heel. The hips are facing forward. Finding warrior one. My right hip flexor is aggravated, so I'm going to keep that knee bent to not like aggravate it further. Look at your thumb. I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. Place the hands on the chair, straighten that front knee, maybe release down a little bit. Now, from here, you could, if you wanted to, place the crown of the head on the chair and then lift that back foot up a little bit. And then bring the feet together, bend the knees, and come up to standing. Let's try the other side, starting with balance. Bending the knees, transfer the weight to the right side. Left heel comes off the floor. Taking that big step back, finding the earth behind you with the toes and then the heel. Hips are facing forward, finding warrior one, a version of warrior one that works for you. Look at those thumbs. I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. Placing the hand on the chair, straightening that front knee. Exhale, release. Come back up, bend that front knee. Maybe place the crown of the head so you're like creating a triangle. And then lifting that back foot off the floor. And then bringing the feet together, bend the knees, and come up to standing. Okay, let's try a step back with warrior two. Finding balance, bend the knees, transfer the weight. Right heel comes off the floor. Open up that pelvic half. There are two pelvic halves that open up, finding warrior two. Now I'm going to play with my colors. And then start creating that big circle, a big circle with your hands. Imagine that you have crayons at your fingertips and you are drawing a big circle of colors. All the colors in the rainbow. And then finding warrior two again. From here, we're going to move to Ardha Chandrasana. So I'm going to transfer the weight. I'm going to hold on to the chair and lift that back foot up. Keep the hips open. Water element. And balancing. Maybe I take one hand off the chair. Maybe I look back at that toe. That's tricky. And then bringing the feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Hands together, bend the knees, shift the weight to the right side of your body. Left heel comes off the floor. Open up the pelvic half, finding warrior two on the other side. Imagine that you have crayons at the tips of your fingers, and then draw that big circle with all the colors that you have. Finding warrior two, getting ready for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So I'm holding onto the chair, I'm transferring the weight. I keep that back pelvic half open. Maybe take one arm off, maybe look at the back toe. That's very hard for me. I don't have that balance yet. And then bringing the feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay, let's try something else. Let's do it like sun salutation. Starting in balance. Inhale for ha. Exhale for ta. Inhale for balance, step back to plank pose. So here you can feel how your spine is in a natural curve. Maybe use the feet and then, so the heels and the crown of the head, heels and the crown of the head, feet to head, feet to head. And then bend the knees and bend the elbows, moving into water. And then finally pushing the hips back, coming into down dog. Okay, now shift the weight to the left foot. Inhale, lift that right foot off the floor, or right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, come back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, knee to the other elbow. Inhale, come back. And this time, step the foot in between the hands. Starting with warrior one. Finding warrior one, hips are facing forward. Oops, sorry. Bringing the arms up, come up, come up. Open up the hips, finding warrior two. Hands on your legs. Now we're going to move from here into Trikonasana. Straighten that front knee. Create another triangle with your elbow there. So the elbow is pointing up. And then you can slide the hand down as far as you like, or you can place the hand on the chair for Trikonasana. Rebend that front knee, finding warrior two. Now, bring that back pelvic half forward, coming into high lunge, getting ready for warrior three. So from here, we're going to shoot in, becoming the arrow, shooting into warrior three. You can always use the chair for support. Sometimes it's enough just to know that it's there, just in case. Bend the knees, come back to standing and balance. More grounded balance. Okay, let's try the other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale for balance, step back to plank pose. Maybe use the feet and the head to push and lead. Bend knees and elbows, moving into water, and then eventually finding down dog. Left leg comes up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, come back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, knee to the other elbow. Inhale, come back. And then exhale and step that foot in between the hands, finding warrior one. Checking in with your body. So I'm feeling this right hip flexor is not happy. So I'm bending my back knee, not to aggravate that hip flexor. You're not looking for pain here. Maybe discomfort, but not pain. Arms comes up, open up the pelvic half, open up the warrior two. Hands on your legs. going into Trikonasana. So back hand comes up to my hip, creating another triangle, and the elbow is pointing up, and my left hand is sliding down my leg, or maybe I'm using the chair. And then returning to warrior 2, knowing that we need to become warrior 3 at some point. Bring that pelvic half around, getting ready to become the arrow, and then shooting in to warrior 3, becoming the arrow. Creating world peace in my case, still working on it. Bending the knees, coming back to standing. Okay, we are going to do camel and child pose. So if you'd like, you can use the blanket, you don't have to. Hands on the chair and bring the knees down. Tuck the toes behind you. One version is to stay here. Another is to place the hands in your back pockets. This is a great place to start. Remembering that in camel, it's pretty easy to get in. It's hard to get out. So finding like the balance there. How I need to be able to get out safely. And how do we do that? By using the pit of the belly to really support the lower belly. We want to keep, the lower back. We want the spine to be tall. I can start here. Hips are moving towards the chair. I can look to one heel and maybe touch one heel. Use the core to really lengthen the back body as you come up. And then if you want, you can try the other side. And practicing coming out of the pose. Engage the core, lengthen the back body to safely come up without putting any pressure on the vertebrae. And if you like, you could place both hands on your heels. Hips are moving towards the chair. I don't like to drop my head back. That's too much for me. Engage the core, pit of the belly goes in and up. Help lengthen the back body to come back up. Okay, and then we're going to end with child's pose. It can be helpful to use a bolster behind you. Bring the knees a little bit wider, big toe to touch, and maybe having that bolster. Release the hips back towards your heels, elbows on the chair, and the forehead on the chair. And then release this pose. Keep the elbows on the chair, tuck the toes, engage the core, the pit of the belly, and then come up, bend the knees, and come up to standing. All right, and then we're going to move into the Yoga Nidra part. So finding a place that works for you, laying down, seated, maybe put on some socks, a blanket on top. You're gonna be still for like 25 minutes, and it's a little bit cold. And today we are trying to balance the elements, balance the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. And there are different ways of doing that. And this is one. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We don't know. The mantra that I'm using, and you are welcome to use the same, or you can pick another one, is I am whole and complete exactly as I am. And remember, this is a guided meditation, which means that I'm more or less like telling you where to go. That does not mean that you have to follow me. It's an alternative, maybe something you didn't think about. Maybe you want to explore it, maybe not. And if anything I say is uncomfortable to you, you can go anywhere else, and you can always go to your inner sanctuary. So remembering that just because I say that you're going to do something does not mean that you have to do it. Okay, let's start. Let your body sink down into the floor. Feel the earth underneath you, holding and supporting you, rising up to softly cradle you. At this time, nothing else matters. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remain still for deep nourishment. Repeat these words in your mind. I am awake and aware. I am awake and aware. Now, imagine yourself in a sacred place that feels peaceful and friendly, protected and supportive. It may be outside in nature, somewhere inside, or an imaginary place. This is your inner sanctuary. Feel yourself here and begin to see all the details around you. The light, the colors, any objects. See yourself in this sacred place. Sensing the comforting energy. Supportive, calm, and protected. At any time during practice, you can guide yourself back here. If anything feels odd or too intense, go back to your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is always here. It is a part of who you are. Become aware of your upper body. Notice breath in your heart space, the easy rise and fall of breath in your chest. Now go inward, deep inside, and listen. Listen to your heart. Deep listening. What does it say? What is my heart's deepest longing? What does my heart desire? Your heart may speak in words, colors, songs, images, or something else. Allow your heart to speak its truth. From your heart's longing, create a positive statement in present tense as though it's already happening. Now, state your heart's wish 3 times to yourself as the truth. Bring your awareness to your belly. Notice your navel center. Notice the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Navel rising on the inhale, yielding to earth on exhale. From your navel center, bring awareness to your pelvis, hips, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, top of your feet, all 10 toes, soles of your feet. Notice your heels. Feel the calves, back of knees, hamstrings, lower back, and pelvis. Feel both legs, all parts together, all together as a whole. Bring awareness to your sitting bones. Notice your root in between the sit bones. Lift your awareness to your lower belly, navel center, solar plexus, lower ribs, mid-back, sense heart space, heart center, and tip of the sternum. Notice your upper back, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, top of your hands, all 10 fingertips. Palm of your hands. Sense both arms, all parts together as a whole. Bring awareness to your throat center. Notice your collarbones, top of your shoulder blades. Feel your neck, back of your head, crown of your head. Feel your forehead. Notice your mind's eye. Become aware of the center in between your eyebrows. Inner corners of your eyes. Feel your eyes as color, as radiant wisdom receiving sight. Bring awareness to your nose. Feel tip of your nose. Notice breath passing through both nostrils, receiving smell. Shift to your ears. outer ears, inner ears. Witness your ears hearing, receiving sound. Notice your jaw. Sense taste in your mouth, tongue, teeth, roof of your mouth. Your entire mouth as sensation. Become aware of your whole head, all parts together, all together as a whole. Notice the right side of your body. Now feel the left side of your body. Shift your awareness to your back body, side of the body facing the ground, back body. Now feel your front body, side of the body facing the sky, front body. Now feel right arm and left leg together. Now feel left arm and right leg together. Feel your whole body now, all parts together, all together as a whole. Feel your whole body. Now become aware of your natural breath as it flows through your body. Inhale up, exhale down. Now notice breath in the right side of your body. Inhale up, exhale down. Become aware of breath in the left side of your body. Inhale up, exhale down. This time, notice breath in both sides of your body. Inhale up, exhale down. Now, notice all 5 elements in you. Find the part of you that is earthly red. Notice the part of you that is watery orange. Feel the part of you that is yellow, like fire. Notice the green part of air in you. Sense the blue, spacious part of you. Notice the rainbow of colors in you. All elements together, all together as a whole. You smell red soup from the kitchen. With bare feet, you walk in the forest. Your roots run deep into the core of the living earth. You taste orange mango ice cream. Filled with fleeting emotions, you dance to music. You flow with the rhythms of the rivers of life. You see yellow sunshine through the window. With perseverance and bravery, you win your race. You embrace and unfold your true life purpose. You touch green grass with the tips of your fingers. With skillful support, you open your heart. You release the weight of the past to receive the gift of the present. You hear blue birds chirping in the sky. With hopeful wings, you start a new chapter. Freedom is your true nature. You sense the rainbow within you. The world around you is filled with creative shapes and colors. You rest in perfect harmony as all 5 elements are balanced within your being. With calm confidence, you surrender to what is. The universe senses your needs, fears, and desires. You are whole and complete, exactly as you are. Now, remember your heart's longing, the positive statement you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it 3 times to yourself as though it's already happening. Let this truth fill every cell of your body. Notice all the space around you. Sense the space within you. Feel the sense of calm confidence, whole and complete. Notice that part of you that is the witness, the one who has observed your body, breath, and journey. And now begin to notice thoughts and feelings flowing through your awareness again. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen now. Feel yourself reawakening. Become aware of your body, your physical body resting on earth. Sense your hands and then wiggle your fingers. Notice your feet. Wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, a slow awakening. Gently roll to your left-hand side. Press your hands into the floor and come up to a seated position. Lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in And let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I am whole and complete exactly as I am. Gently bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Allow the eyes to slowly open. Raise your gaze. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.